What I've seen in my experience is people knowingly taking their emotional support animal into a public space because they don't have a service dog, and that they're pushing the limits of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Pet lovers everywhere celebrated National Love Your Pet Day yesterday, but some say pet owners take that love too far when they pass their pets off as service animals and do so unrightfully. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz learns how the easy mix-up messes things up for those who really need it.
Alert. Alert.
The training site may not be so large, but over at Service Dogs for America in Judd, North Dakota, staff keep their dogs physically and mentally exercised.
We train service dogs for persons who have disabilities for mobility issues, seizure issues, diabetes, type 1 diabetes, and PTSD.
Executive Director Jenny Broadcorp says real service dogs, like the ones she trains, are covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act.
That dog must be trained in a very specific manner to intervene or to provide tasks for someone with a disability.
Broadcorp says it can be frustrating when pets, such as emotional support or therapy animals, are mistaken for a highly trained service dog.
An emotional support animal is a pet that is not required to have any training at all.
Emotional support animals are covered under the Fair Housing Act, meaning even if a home doesn't allow pets, they can make an exception with the proper papers. Bismarck, North Dakota resident Krista Werzer has an ESA certified cat.
My doctor actually suggested it because I've always had pets my whole life. And when I lived alone for the first time, I suddenly just got really depressed.
But while even Broadcorp agrees emotional support and therapy pets serve their purpose, she says many take advantage of the system. One of her workers, Jeremiah Erickson, is also a veteran with PTSD.
Serving the Army. Couple tours over in Iraq.
He says it's thanks to his service dog, Ida, that he's here working today.
I was on the brink of suicide. Can't work here if I'm dead.
And it was at the Denver International Airport that he and Ida encountered a man claiming to have a fellow service dog.
Had to jump in front of his dog. He turned around and says, oh, you know, my service dog doesn't really like other dogs.
But Broadcorp says a real service dog should be no more visible than the eyeglasses you wear in public. Just like these eyeglasses are a tool to aid my inability, they don't disturb others around me, and no one would come up to me and try to take them off.
If it's going after other animals, it's not a well-trained dog. That dog is not service dog material. So you run the risk then of an aggressive dog really doing some serious damage.
Which Broadcorp says could be a matter of taking away someone's lifeline. In Judd, North Dakota, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
For a more in-depth look at sites claiming to certify your pet as an emotional support or service dog, tune in to our 10 p.m. newscast on Valley News Live. A man